From Mike Nicholas Field in Massena, New York, it's NAC football here on Edwards Production Sports. Tonight, it's the Massena Red Raiders hosting the St. Lawrence Central Larrys. Hi, everybody. I'm Jamie Davis. A key game for both of these teams. Both coming into this contest with a 2-3 record, a four-way logjam in the NAC between Massena, St. Lawrence Central, Canton, and Gouverneur. A rather brisk evening here this evening, here at Massena Central School. And we're happy to have you along with us to enjoy tonight's game. So they're ready to kick it off here in this key matchup between these two teams. And Ryan DiCarlo ready to kick it off. And the kickoff goes to number 34 for the St. Lawrence Central Larrys to start it off, Jeff LaPrade. And since LaPrade has come on and joined this St. Lawrence Central Larrys team here midway through the season, he has definitely been a threat anytime he has touched the ball. So it'll be 1st and 10 for St. Lawrence Central. And they will begin. And around the 20-yard line. First play from scrimmage is a good one for the Larrys as they bring the ball out to around the we'll call it the 40-yard line. So that'll be 2nd down and 1 for the Larrys. Brian Pike at quarterback. And a flag goes down, and it may be a motion penalty against the Larrys. And we'll wait and see what the preliminary signal is. Well, it's going against the Red Raiders. So that'll be an automatic 1st down for the Larrys. So the Larrys off to a good start here. So the ball rests at around the Larry 44-yard line. 1st and 10. Pike at quarterback, the handoff, LaPrade trying to find some room to the near side. He's got plenty of it, he may go all the way. He's got one man to beat down the sideline, and LaPrade, touchdown. Jeff LaPrade, and as I mentioned, anytime he touches the football, he is very dangerous. And LaPrade gets the Larrys on the board in a big hurry. A good contingent on hand here from St. Lawrence Central. And they are very pleased at the start of this one. And the Larrys will go for 2. Pike sends a man in motion. Pike is back to pass. Big rush coming Mike eludes one and tries to get it into the end zone. The intended receiver was Ben Murtaugh for the St. Lawrence Central Larrys. But the Larrys with a touchdown as LaPrade scores. And with 10:56 remaining to play in the first quarter, it is 6-0 St. Lawrence Central, just like that. And we'll get a chance to look at it again on the replay. Larry's from their own 44-yard line. The handoff, and LaPrade stands on the gas. He has one man to beat, and he's gone. Jeff LaPrade picking up where he left off last week. Pretty much for the Larrys, had a great game against the Malone Huskies. And is having a great game this evening already here at Massena. 6-0 Larrys as they get set to kick it off. LaPrade was third going into this game in the NAC with 45 attempts for 518 yards, averaging 11.5 yards per carry. There's D'Agostino now. Anthony trying to find some room. Flags go down as D'Agostino is brought down. At around the 20-yard line. And the penalty appears to be going against the Massena Red Raiders. And they'll mark it off, and it's a big one. And that will bring the Red Raiders all the way back to what it looks like the 10-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 10 for the Red Raiders. Hubert at quarterback. D'Agostino comes in motion. And on the carry, maybe a couple on the play. So it'll be 2nd down, and we'll call it 8 for the Massena Red Raiders. You're just joining us. The Larrys struck first on a 54-yard run by Jeff LaPrade, and that made it 6-0 right off the bat. We have 10:15 remaining to play in the first quarter from a windy Massena Central school. Hubert bounces off one player, tries to find some room, and the Larrys have Hubert covered pretty good. So it'll be 3rd down, and we'll call it 6 for the Massena Red Raiders. Ball is spotted. Gilbert is back to pass. He gets it up and tries to hit Brian McDonald going down the sideline and is unable to do so. So it'll be 4th down, and the Red Raiders will have to kick it away. There you see Matt Hubert heading off to the sidelines. As he will have a chat with Coach Tony D'Agostino. Coach D'Agostino, as we mentioned, I believe in his 17th season for the Red Raiders, as they get set to kick it away. The kick comes up. And no flags go down. The Larrys will let it go. Steve Grady, who is back in the lineup once again for the Red Raiders, will down it. And the Larrys will take over 1st and 10. At the Red Raider 46-yard line, I believe it is. Good crowd here this evening. A lot of them right up next to the fence here. Right in front of us here. At any rate, 1st and 10 for the Larrys. Pike, the handoff. Goes to Joe Kootware. And Kootware with a nice carry. Kootware coming into this game has 5 attempts for 79 yards. Well, excuse me, I have that wrong. At any rate, it'll be 2nd down and 4 for the Larrys. Larrys have a 1st down and more. Toby Gilbert on the carry. And Gilbert, he has had much success with this Larry's football team. And let's take a look at the St. Lawrence Central offense. Kerr, Jock, Phillips, Doyle, Cameron, Hastings, and Murtaugh up in front. Horace Pike at quarterback. LaPrade, Gilbert, and Kootware in the backfield. 1st and 10 for the Larrys. The flag goes down. And this one will be marked off against the Massena Red Raiders. So the Red Raiders having a tough time of it here in the early going. And the ball is spotted at the Red Raider 35-yard line. 1st and 5 for the Larrys in good field position. Handoff up the middle. Toby Gilbert on the carry. Gilbert maybe a couple on the carry for the Larrys. 7:47 left to play in the 1st quarter. We are live here at Mike Nicholas Field. Massena Red Raiders and the St. Lawrence Central Larrys. A key game for both of these teams. Mike sends a man in motion. The give is up the middle, and Gilbert, big yardage, and he has a 1st down. So Toby Gilbert getting his number called quite a bit out there. And Gilbert rushes for another 1st down for the Larrys. And let's take a look at that Massena defense. Hubert, Rose, Friazzo, and LePage up in front. Seacott, Thomas, and Cusworth behind them and in the secondary. Ryan McDonald, Hubert, Brown, and Anthony D'Agostino. On the carry, Larrys looking for pay dirt again. Touchdown! Joe Kootware with the touchdown. And the Larrys are off to a big start with still 7 minutes left to play in the 1st quarter. And it's the Larrys 12 and the Red Raiders nothing. A fired up St. Lawrence Central Larrys team. And Coach Tim Hayes has got to be real happy with the way his team has performed in the early going. Larrys will go for 2, end around. Joe Kootware, and Kootware is stopped short of getting the 2. But, at any rate, with 7 minutes remaining to play in the 1st quarter, it's the Larrys 12 and the Red Raiders nothing. Well, we hope you're enjoying tonight's telecast here from Mike Nicholas Field. We'll get a chance to look at it once again. The touchdown by the Larrys. And into the end zone goes Joe Kootware. And just like that, the Larrys are up 12-0. So LaPrade and Kootware getting into the end zone. And the Larrys will get set to kick it off. Jason Brissett will do the honors. D'Agostino is back along with Josh Doherty, it looks like. And it goes to one of the up men for Massena, and look out. Almost a free football, but Danny Brown able to cover up. And the Red Raiders will start 1st and 10. Just shy of their own 30-yard line. A lot of people down in front. Kind of hard to see the yard markers from here. Anyway, 1st and 10 Red Raiders. Hubert sends McDonald in motion. Hubert wants to put it up in the air. He's got D'Agostino open and right through D'Agostino's hands. Anthony definitely had a step on everyone there, but unable to hang on to it, so it'll be 2nd down for the Red Raiders. And we do have an out-of-town score to pass along to you. The Sandstoners up on top of the OFA Blue Devils, and a surprise there. 6-0 early in the 1st quarter. Our score 12-0 St. Lawrence Central here in the early going. D'Agostino as the Red Raiders keep it on the ground. 5-yard gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 5 for the Red Raiders. Rather a brisk evening here. A beautiful day earlier today, but the temperature has dropped considerably and looks as if it will drop throughout the evening, which will make that ball even slipperier as we go along. Hubert back to pass, throws one over the middle, and that one is tipped away. And it'll be 4th down for the Red Raiders. So the Larry's defense has been tough here in the early going. The Red Raiders have not been able to get that ball past midfield here in the early going, so the Larrys have been tough. Fourth down, and DiCarlo will kick it away for the Red Raiders. And Joe Kootware and Jeff LaPrat are back deep to receive. And trying to get it away. And it looks like the Larrys have it, and they do. Red Raiders unable to get it away as the Larrys just swarming all over the punter. And the Larrys again get prime location on the field. And I think it's safe to say that this is a fired up St. Lawrence Central Larrys team right now. 1st and 10. Handoff, LaPrat. Jeff trying to find some room and has found some and has finally run out of bounds. And LaPrat, another nice run. And he picks up another Larry's 1st down. So with 5 minutes and 55 seconds left to play in the 1st quarter, the Larrys apparently can do no wrong. And the Larrys deep in Red Raider territory. 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle. Touchdown, Larrys. Toby Gilbert in the end zone. And it is now Larry's 18 and the Red Raiders nothing. Toby Gilbert almost going unscathed. The Larrys have not beat the Red Raiders in about 10 or 11 years now. And This would be a sweetheart of a victory for them if they were able to hold on to it. Up the middle and in for the 2 points this time for sure, Toby Gilbert. And that makes it 20-0 with 5:45 still left to play in the first quarter. And there you get a look at the sidelines of the St. Lawrence Central Larrys. And Coach Hayes, I'm sure, is telling his troops, do not celebrate yet. And we'll get a chance to look at it again on the replay, as the Larrys can't seem to do any wrong here right now. Up the middle, and Gilbert is not hit until he's almost to the end zone. And of course, the two-pointer afterwards makes it 20-0 in favor of the Larrys. This time the two-point conversion was good for the Larrys. And they get set to kick it off. Brissett gets the boot into it. DiAgostino and Doherty back. It'll be DiAgostino. Anthony trying to find a hole he can get through. DiAgostino with some moves and finally is brought down. So the Red Raiders will go 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. And there you get a look at Coach Tim Hayes. You never know what Coach Tim Hayes has up his sleeve for a play for these Larrys. He's an exciting coach to watch. Larrys from their own 30, the handoff, and Larry's almost getting into the backfield. The Red Raiders were surprised a little bit on that one as Matt Hubert went to hand the ball off, and just as he got it away, the Larrys were right into the backfield. And here is that Massena offense. Friazzo, Sabins, McGee, Bigness, Thomas, Cusworth, and Smythe up front. Matt Hubert at quarterback, Brady, Wonky, and DiAgostino in the backfield for the Red Raiders. Second down and 10 for the Red Raiders. DiAgostino trying to find some room on the far side, and a shoestring grab by Toby Gilbert to bring down DiAgostino. So a big defensive play as Anthony, when he gets around the corner, can really turn it on. But a nice play defensively by Toby Gilbert. And it'll be third down for the Red Raiders, with 9 to go for another first down. Ball spotted at the Red Raider 31. Hubert wants to put it up. Dave Phillips with the sack on Matt Hubert. And let's take a look at that St. Lawrence Central defense. Murtaugh, Jock Hastings, and Cameron up front. Gilbert, Phillips, and Stahl behind them. And then in the secondary, LaPrade, Murtaugh, Cootware, and Brissett. Fourth down and a whole lot, so the Red Raiders will kick it away. And LaPrade and Gilbert are back to receive. The Larrys were coming again. This time LaPrade will take it. LaPrade trying to find some room on the near sideline, and he is brought down by number 25, Steve Grady. And again, I'm sure the Red Raiders are happy to have Grady back in the lineup once again for them. And coming out onto the field for the Red Raiders, number 55, Jeremiah Rose, and he's trying to fire up his team on defense to try to get that ball back and get things going. Stood next to Jeremiah Rose at the beginning of the season. That is one big football player, let me tell you. And flags go down, and we'll wait and see. And it'll be offsides on the Massena Red Raiders as Rose a little bit too fired up there. Wanted to get a head start on that Larry offense. So it'll be 1st and 5. Handoff up the middle. Gilbert on the carry, gets it across the 30. And there you're going to look at Toby Gilbert for the St. Lawrence Central Larrys. Gilbert is currently second in the NAC in rushing with 94 attempts for 557 yards and 5.9 yards per carry for an average. Second down. And Gilbert may have the first down for the Larrys. And very close to a Larry's first down, and it is. Well, the Larrys pick up another first down. So the Larrys keep this drive going with 2:38 left to play in the first quarter. Handoff. Kootware. Gain of about 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Larrys. And there you get a look at Joe Kootware for the St. Lawrence Central Larrys. Very talented backfield this year for the Larrys. The stat that I gave earlier for Kootware was on kickoff returns. And he's dangerous, of course, in the backfield, too, as well. 2nd down and 6 for the Larrys. Play is up the middle, and LaPrade, like he was shot out of a cannon, picks up another first down. Ball will be spotted at around the Red Raider 13-yard line, and Jeff LaPrade. As we mentioned, LaPrade third in the NAC in rushing with 45 attempts for 518 yards, 7 touchdowns, and averaging 11.5 yards per carry. And this time, the Red Raiders have Toby Gilbert stacked up. And a loss of maybe a couple on the play. So it'll be 2nd down and 12 for the Larrys. 20-0 our scores. The clock ticks down to 1:19 left to play in the first. Gilbert, the handoff. Pike, and the handoff goes to Joe Kootware. Larry's just apparently seem to be moving this ball at will. And the ball will be spotted right around the 1-yard line. And that is where they bring it down. So, 1st and goal as the Larrys threaten to score again. And a bit of a equipment adjustment for one of the Larrys there. 1st and goal from the Red Raider 1-yard line. Pike, the handoff up the middle, and good defense by the Massena Red Raiders. And Gilbert is stacked up immediately. And the offensive line of the Larrys, first Desmond Doyle has that big job at center. The center is right in the trenches. It doesn't get any closer to the trenches than that right there. The center takes a lot of punishment, I'll tell you. Handoff down the middle. Touchdown, Larrys. The St. Lawrence Central Larrys are piling up the points like cordwood here in the first quarter. With 3 seconds remaining to play in the first quarter, it's the Larrys 26 and the Massena Red Raiders nothing. And the Larrys will go for 2. Mike at quarterback. Back to pass. In the end zone, and it's caught. Ben Murtaugh, who is a tall target to hit to begin with, gets the 2 points. And it's now St. Lawrence Central 28 and Massena nothing. And we'll get a chance to look at the touchdown once again. Pike, as they send a man in motion, and up the middle goes Toby Gilbert. In for the touchdown. As we mentioned, Gilbert, second only to Vince Williams of the Watertown Cyclones in rushing. Between he and LaPrade, they are piling up the yardage tonight in the rushing department. So the Larrys get set to kick it off. Jason Brissett will put his foot into it. And it's a squibbling kick in front. And the Larrys have it again. The St. Lawrence Central Larrys can do no wrong at this point with 1 second left to play in the first quarter. They kick the ball on the ground. And the Red Raiders unable to handle the squib kick by Brissett, and the Larrys get it right back again. 1st and 10 Larrys. And the flags go down. And this time the Larrys will get the penalty. And it will be marked off. The ball will be spotted at around the Larry 46-yard line as the time on the clock expires. But since the quarter cannot end on a penalty, they will run one more play. Mike, the handoff, straight up the middle. Toby Gilbert, maybe a few on the play. Well, that'll do it for the first quarter here at Massena. It has all been St. Lawrence Central. Our score, the Larrys 28 and the Red Raiders nothing. Back with more football right after this.
New from Kentucky Fried Chicken, the Chicken Twister Bacon Ranch. Come in and get a Twister Duo. Cool sandwich with chicken, cheddar cheese, tomatoes, lettuce, bacon bits, and ranch dressing, all wrapped up in a pita, and a medium soda for only $2.99 for unlimited time. Don't forget Kentucky Fried Chicken's other regular combos, pot pies, and all the fixins, chicken wings, and football. It's that time again. Nobody's cooking like today's Kentucky Fried Chicken.
We're live here at Mike Nicholas Field in Massena, New York. And our score, the Larrys 28 and Massena Red Raiders nothing. Happy to have you along with us here on Edwards Production Sports. A big game for both of these teams, and the Larrys, as we mentioned, I believe it's 10 or 11 years now, they have not beaten the Massena Red Raiders. But we all remember that comeback from 2 weeks ago by the Massena Red Raiders. So Coach Tim Hayes, I'm sure, is telling his team, I don't care if the score is 100-0. They are still in this ball game until that final whistle goes. The Larrys will come back out onto the field. And we'll pick up where they left off at the end of that first quarter. It'll be 2nd down and 12 for the Larrys. The handoff to LaPrade. And LaPrade is brought down. Jeff LaPrade. A stellar performance by this Larry's backfield tonight. And of course the Larrys in the past have been noted more for their passing game than anything else. But their running game in the last 3 or 4 games has been unbelievable, and you can see why. 3rd down and 11. Fumble. And the Red Raiders look like they may have recovered. And they do. So the Massena Red Raiders get the ball back. So a bit of a reprieve for the Red Raiders here in the early going of the 2nd quarter. They are down 28-0. So the Red Raiders will take over 1st and 10. Agostino comes in motion. And the pass over the middle is complete. Anthony Criazzo on the completion for the Red Raiders. So, 1st and 10 for the Massena Red Raiders. As it appears they have the ball going in the right direction now. 1st and 10, Red Raiders. Handoff, McDonald trying to find some room on the far side. McDonald. And he is brought down by number 42 for the Larrys. Andrew Laughlin. And it'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Red Raiders. Brian McDonald. And he's done very well in that backfield for the Massena Red Raiders. He was in for Grady, who was originally supposed to start in that spot, but of course Grady out with that injury early going of the season. Handoff, D'Agostino up the middle. Anthony gained him about a yard or 2 on the play. It'll be 3rd down. So 3rd and 5 for the Red Raiders, an all-important 3rd down here. As you get a look at Anthony D'Agostino. Anthony is currently 9th in the rushing standings in the NAC. 56 attempts for 375 yards, averaging 6.7 yards per carry. D'Agostino in motion again. Huber wants to put the ball up in the air. And the pass is ruled incomplete, so it'll be 4th down. And Anthony Criazzo was the intended receiver. And here you get a look at Anthony Criazzo. 6'4", 220 pounds. And I might add, a nice person to talk to, too. I was able to chat with him a little bit as he had a chance to talk and meet with some of the players in the first part of the season. McDonald comes in motion. Hubert rolls out to pass, and he's grabbed and brought down. Larrys have been tough on defense tonight, right from the get-go. Andy Hastings on the sack of Hubert. So the Larrys will take over on downs with 9:20 remaining to play in the first half. Larry's lead at 28-0. Andy Hastings. And Andy looked a little fired up at the beginning of this game to begin with tonight. He was along the sidelines there when they came out for their practice drills. And this whole Larry's team, we can say, fired up. A chilly but typical fall evening here in the North Country. We hope you're enjoying our live telecast here from Mike Nicholas Field in Massena, New York. 8:54 remaining to play in the second quarter. 28-0 Larrys. They set a man in motion, and the give is to Kootware. Joe Kootware. Up close to another Larry's first down. We'll wait and see. And he does pick up the first down. So the Larrys continue that great running game of theirs tonight. And a player down on the field for the Red Raiders. Trying to attend to him. I was trying to get a number. Player that was down, and they finally get him up. Corey Flynn was the man down. Tonight's NAC football game from Mike Nicholas Field is being brought to you by Coca-Cola, pure refreshment for the fans. By C&M Ford of Massena. By Kentucky Fried Chicken in Massena. By the Bears Den, Trading Post and Truck Stop. By Massena Chrysler. By Matrix Computers, Hardhaven Plaza in Massena. By the Oak Tree Cafe. 8:37 remaining to play in the second quarter. 28-0 Larrys. And the Larrys have the ball once again. 1st and 10. Handoff straight up the middle. Maybe a loss of a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd down. LaPrade on the carry. Now the Red Raider band and cheerleaders on the far side trying to fire up this Red Raider defense. 2nd down and 11 for the Larrys. Pike wants to put it up in the air and downfield intended for LaPrade. Ethan Cheney was also downfield for the St. Lawrence Central Larrys. And there you go. Larrys with plenty to celebrate at this point. Along the sidelines. 3rd down and 10. Handoff up the middle, LaPrade. And Jeff shy of the 1st down. And it will be 4th down. So we'll wait and see. 4th and 4 for the Larrys, and we'll see if they decide to go for it. And the Larrys want to call a timeout and talk it over as Coach Tim Hayes heads out. So breaking the action, 7:12 left to play in the second. Larry's on top, 28-0. Back after this.
Quality, value, performance, and excitement all describe the 1997 and 98 Ford product lineup. Check out C&M Ford's inventory of new Ford cars and trucks, including the hot new 98 Ford Escort ZX2 Sport Coupe, or America's best-selling four-door sedan, the Ford Taurus. How about the newly designed Ford F-Series pickup trucks? Also, don't overlook C&M Ford's Sport Utility line, which has the top-selling Ford Explorer and the all-new Ford Expedition. Stop in today to view these and other quality Ford products at C&M Ford.
We are live at Mike Nicholas Field in Massena, New York. With 7:12 remaining to play in the second quarter, the score, 28-0 Larrys. Ball spotted at the Red Raider 40-yard line. And Pike will kick it away. The Larrys decide not to go for it, but it's a fake. There's Pike. Pike headed for the first down marker, and it looks like he has it. So a fake punt by the St. Lawrence Central Larrys, and Brian Pike looks as if he has the first down, and he does. So like we said earlier, you never know what Coach Tim Hayes has up his sleeve. And apparently Coach Hayes went out and decided to look up his sleeve and find out what he had there, and it was a fake punt. And it turns big dividends for the Larrys. 1st and 10. Handoff goes to Kootware. And Kootware maybe picking up a couple on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Clock down to 6:46 remaining to play in the first half. And there's our score. Larry's 28, Red Raiders nothing. Larrys have been on the attack most of this first half. Flags go flying. Pass downfield, incomplete, but I believe the Larrys will be called for a motion penalty here. And we'll wait and see, and that is the signal. So the Larrys are called for motion. The officials talking it over with Marty Thomas. Rather a lengthy discussion here with Marty Thomas. Red Raiders do take the penalty. And it will be 2nd down and 15 for the Larrys.
2nd down and about 14.
And the handoff. Up the middle. Gilbert on the carry for the Larrys. Toby able to get back most of the penalty yardage. And it will be 3rd down and 10 for the Larrys. 5:56 now left to play in the second half. Second quarter, I should say. Handoff up the middle, LaPrade. Maybe a gain of about 3 or 4 on the play, and it will be 4th down. So we'll wait and see if the Larrys go for it here. It's 4th and a long 6.
Number 77, Brad Griffith on the tackle for Massena. Gain of about 4 pickups, and it's 4th and 8.
Pike. Back to pass, and overthrows his man. So the Red Raiders will take over on downs. And Coach Hayes talking to Brian Pike. Pike let go of that pass, had a lot of stuff on it. Brian Pike. Currently, I believe, 10th NAC in passing. 1st and 10, Red Raiders. Handoff up the middle, maybe a gain of a couple on the play. And it will be 2nd down, and it'll be 2nd down and 9. Maybe a yard on the play.
Number 35,
4:40 remaining to play in the first half. 28-0 in favor of the Larrys if you're just joining us. It has been all Larrys here in the first half as you get a look at some of the St. Lawrence Central Larrys crowd that have made the trip over from Brazier. You see this one. And on the carry, Red Raiders picking up maybe a couple on the play. Get a look at some of the Red Raider crowd that is here with us live at Mike Nicholas Field in Massena. And nothing to really smile about at this point in the game. But as you remember, the crowd sort of looked like this a couple of weeks ago, too, at this point in the game. And I think the score was similar, too. 3rd down and 6 for the Red Raiders. Hubert is back to pass. Big rush coming. And it's caught. A nice reception downfield by Anthony Criazzo. And the Red Raiders have themselves a 1st down and are on the move. Ball is spotted at the Red Raider, or at the Larry's 48-yard line, and Matt Hubert. You get a look at Matt. 6 foot, 190-pound quarterback for the Massena Red Raiders. And the handoff finally ridden out of bounds. On the carry for the Red Raiders, Brian McDonald. Substantial gain for the Massena Red Raiders, as I'm sure before the end of the half they'd like to get some points on the board. It'll be 2nd down and about 3 for another Red Raider 1st down. Hubert, handoff, D'Agostino. And in on the tackle for the St. Lawrence Central Larrys, number 41, Brock Murtaugh. So the Red Raiders pick up another 1st down on the carry by D'Agostino. Handoff goes to McDonald, and McDonald trying to find some room, and he's tackled. And a nice grab there by number 88, Ben Murtaugh that time for the Larrys. And it will be 2nd down and 9. 2:25 left to play in the 2nd quarter. Red Raiders, as we said, trying to put some points on the board here before the end of the half. McDonald and Murtaugh almost getting to him. And McDonald finds some room. He's headed down the sidelines. Touchdown, Red Raiders. No flags anywhere, and the Red Raiders get on the board. So Brian McDonald able to get away from Ben Murtaugh before he was able to get to him. And with 2 minutes remaining to play in the 2nd quarter, Larry's 28 and the Red Raiders 6. And more than likely, the Red Raiders, will wait and see. We'll go for 2 here. And they'll do just exactly that. Hubert at quarterback. Handoff goes to, it looked like D'Agostino. And he falls just shy of getting in for the two, but the Red Raiders do get on the board, and with 2 minutes left to play in the second quarter, our score, Larry's 28 and the Red Raiders 6. Well, we still have a lot of sports to bring to you here on Edwards Production Sports. Still got a lot of swimming and soccer to bring you. Of course, the Massena Red Raiders girls swim team is on a mission. And we will be having them on shortly, along with a lot more soccer to bring you in the NAC. And of course, plenty of football left to play here on Edwards Production Sports. Our score, Larry's 28 and Red Raiders 6. And the Red Raiders get set to kick it off. Back deep, LaPrade and Coopware. LaPrade will take it. LaPrade eludes one tackle. Finally is brought down, and LaPrade dangerous whenever he touches the ball. It's out of bounds and around the Larry's 30-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 for St. Lawrence Central with 1:52 remaining to play in the first half. First and 10, Larry's ball spotted at right around the 33-yard line. LaPrade on the carry. And LaPrade pickup of about 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Clock continues to run with 1:41 left to play in the second quarter. Jeff LaPrade. And Toby Gilbert have really come on strong in the rushing department here in the last week or so. LaPrade, as we mentioned, 45 attempts for 518 yards, 7 touchdowns, and averaging 11.5 yards per carry coming into this game. 2nd and 5, the handoff up the middle. Toby Gilbert, tough man to bring down, and he's got a Larry's first down. Oh, the Larrys continue to move the ball well on the ground. And Gilbert, 2nd in the NAC in rushing, as we mentioned. 94 attempts for 557 yards. 1st and 10, Larrys. Handoff. This is Cootware. And Cootware finally is brought down. And Joe not picking up much there. The whole herd of Larry's in on the tackle. Corey Flynn as well as Steve Grady, number 25, for the Massena Red Raiders. Clock is down to 34 seconds remaining to play in the second quarter. And the Larrys, who knows whether they want to put more points on the board or whether they're just going to let this clock run for all it's worth here. Pike wants to put it up in the air. LaPrade was the intended receiver, and it goes by him. Jeff LaPrade. One sailing over his head. Clock is down to 11 seconds remaining to play in the first half now. Third down for the Larrys. And about 7 for another first down. Handoff, the end around. Cootware, and almost brought down there by Flynn, and then finally tackled by number 42, Mark Goodfellow, for the Massena Red Raiders. And that will do it for the first half. But it's been all Larry's in this first half. Red Raiders just getting on the boards here at the latter stages of this second quarter. And our score from Mike Nicholas Field, the Larrys 28 and the Red Raiders 6. And we're underway here in the second half. Penalty flags go flying on the kickoff as the Larrys kick it off to the Red Raiders. Welcome back to Mike Nicholas Field, and the score, the Larrys 28 and the Red Raiders 6. And I'm Jamie Davis on a rather brisk evening here in Massena. A very jubilant crowd that has come from the Brazier area, of course, to root on the St. Lawrence Central Larrys. As you get a look at some of them along the sideline. And of course, we are happy to have all of you up and down the mighty St. Lawrence and in between with us here at Mike Nicholas Field on Edwards Production Sports. First and 10, Red Raiders. Ball spotted just shy of the Red Raider 35-yard line. Hubert at quarterback. Handoff up the middle. And it looked like LePage on the carry, and that is who it is, number 43 for the Massena Red Raiders. And it will be second down and 7. Just underway here in the third quarter. And we'll get you caught up on the NAC football out-of-town scoreboard in just a moment. Hubert on the option, gets back to DiAgostino. He eludes one tackle, two tackles, finally is brought down. And on the tackle for the Larrys, number 41, Brock Murtaugh. And the out-of-town scoreboard. The early going of the third quarter. The score, the Potsdam Sandstoners 12 and the OFA Blue Devils nothing. So the Sandstoners possibly headed for a huge upset. And that would be a big win for them as well, with the Raiders losing here. Third down and 4 for the Red Raiders. Hubert puts it up and almost making a shoestring grab. DiAgostino, flag goes down, and it'll be pass interference against the Larrys. Flag was thrown at about the 45-yard line. So the Red Raiders get into Larry territory by virtue of the pass interference call, and they pick up a first down. First and 10 for the Red Raiders. Handoff, McDonald. Ryan McDonald, maybe a couple on the play. Toby Gilbert in on the tackle for the St. Lawrence Central Larrys.
Number 40, Toby Gilbert, and number 41.
10-19 left to play in this third quarter. Red Raiders hoping to keep this drive alive. And they had a great comeback against the Canton Golden Bears. We'll all remember that one for quite a while. A couple of weeks ago. Can they do it again? They're down 28-6. DiAgostino comes in motion. Hubert wants to put the ball up, and the pass over the middle. Intended for Anthony Criazzo. And ball overthrown. And it'll be third down for the Red Raiders. We'll call it 3rd and 8. Ball spotted at the Larry's 44-yard line. DiAgostino in motion. Hubert drops back to pass, fakes one way, goes the other side. And nothing doing there as Hubert in a big hurry just to get the football away. So good pursuit by the St. Lawrence Central Larrys. It'll be 4th down. And Charles Cameron, who is in on the tackle for the St. Lawrence Central Larrys. Larry's defensive line has been very tough here the last 3 or 4 weeks. And back deep to receive the punt is Jeff LaPrade and Joe Kudware. Red Raiders will kick it away. Larry's coming on that one. LaPrade calls for the fair catch. And the catch is made at around the 15-yard line. And that is where the Larrys will take over 1st and 10. With 9:40 remaining to play in the 3rd quarter. Good crowd on hand. A rather brisk evening here at Mike Nicholas Field. Temperature has been steadily dropping. It was about 60 degrees at game time, and it's hovering around the 50-degree mark right about now. 1st and 10, Larrys. Handoff up the middle. Gain of about 2 on the play for Toby Gilbert. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
On the carry for St. Lawrence, number 40, Toby Gilbert.
Larry's running game has been
On the tackle,
no less than fantastic here this evening. And there you get a look. And Toby Gilbert, as we mentioned, second only to Vince Williams in the NAC rushing standings. 94 attempts for 557 yards coming into this game. And the handoff to Jeff LaPrade. LaPrade spinning. LaPrade 3rd in the standings in rushing coming into this game. And both fellas have really added to that tonight, to say the least. They've had a little lot to it. And LaPrade comes out of the game. Tom Kerr goes in, number 25 for the Larrys. Get a look at the Red Raider defense. Ryan McDonald, number 35 there, along with Corey Flynn, number 11. So, breaking the action. Larrys have the lead 28-6. Back after this.
Matrix Computer is your one-stop computer dealer. From one PC to Total Office Networks, Matrix does it all. In September, all Matrix computer systems are at 10% off our regular prices. Sales, service, convenience. Matrix is your friend in the North Country. Matrix Computers, Hart Haven Shopping Center, Massena, New York. Phone 315-769-9971.
Unspoken words. Unconditional love. Hopes and dreams. Sold in over 190 countries around the world, Coca-Cola is proud to be among the things we share.
Mike Nicholas Field in Massena, New York. Our score, the Larrys 28 and the Red Raiders 6. Happy to have you along with us here on Edwards Production Sports. 3rd down and 3 for the Larrys. And the handoff goes to Joe Kutware, and good pursuit by the Red Raiders. Ryan McDonald in on the tackle for the Red Raiders, along with number 85, Scott Hubert. And you get a look at Joe Kutware. Joe Kutware has been a big part of that Larry backfield as well. Coach Hayes, to talk to him. Let's see, quite a few people here from St. Lawrence Central for this big game. Larrys will have to kick it away on 4th down. Raiders coming. And it gets by Doherty. And look out. Free football. It goes out of bounds. We'll wait and see who's on it. Red Raiders will have it. And it appeared that Josh Doherty had it slip through his fingertips. And it goes out of bounds, and Coach Tim Hayes, I think that's the most emotion I've seen out of Coach Hayes since I've known him, right there. At least along the football sideline. Of course, I could be wrong. First and 10, Red Raiders. McDonald on the carry, finds a hole. Finally brought down. McDonald has been a big part of the Red Raider backfield as well this season. Laughlin in on the tackle for the St. Lawrence Central Larry. 7:56 remaining to play in the third quarter. 28-6 our score. And there's a young fan along the sidelines. Larry's fan, too. Brought her megaphone with her. Some people say I don't need one. Second down. And DiAgostino on the carry. And Anthony Keene of maybe a couple on the play. It'll be third down and 7 for the Massena Red Raiders. Get a look at the Red Raiders sideline. Coach Tony DiAgostino on the sideline. 17-year veteran of this Red Raider team. 17-year veteran coach, I should say. Third and 7. DiAgostino comes in motion. Huber wants to put it up and across the middle. This time the intended receiver for the Red Raiders, number 88, Nat Smythe. Red Raiders going with the short pass over the middle. And not successful on that one. So it'll be fourth down. 6 minutes and 50 seconds left to play in the third quarter. DiCarlo will kick it away for the Red Raiders. LaPrade and Kutwer back to receive for the St. Lawrence Central Larrys. High kick. LaPrade under it. He'll take it on the dead run. LaPrade with some room down the sidelines. Jeff LaPrade. And LaPrade may go all the way. Touchdown, Larrys. Jeff LaPrade. Accelerates to the end zone for another St. Lawrence Central touchdown. And that makes it 34-6. Jeff LaPrade. And you can see the smoke coming off his shoes running down that sideline. So the Larrys will try to pad that lead a little bit as they go for 2. Mike wants to put it up over the middle. And it's dropped, so the 2-point attempt is no good. The pass was intended for LaPrade over the middle. But Jeff picks up the touchdown, and that makes it Larry's 34 and the Red Raiders 6. And we'll get a chance to look at it again. Red Raiders kick it away. It was a very high kick. And LaPrade on the dead run just runs right by the Red Raiders. And Grady just can't get to him. And LaPrade with the smoke coming right off his shoes all the way to the end zone. Just Unbelievable speed. Gets in for the touchdown, 34-6. As the Larrys get ready to kick it away. And Raiders having a tough time grabbing it. They finally do. Danny Brown. And Brown, trying to find some room, is finally run out of bounds on the far sideline. And the Red Raiders will go 1st and 10.
About a 7-yard return. 1st and 10, Massena.
And they are close to the end of the 3rd quarter in Ogdensburg, and the score is still Potsdam 12 and OFA nothing. We'll continue to keep you updated on that score. As we said, an important game going on there, important to both of these teams. Our score here is 34-6 Larrys.
Number 35, Brian McDonald.
And McDonald on the carry for the Red Raiders. As we've mentioned already a couple times tonight, the Red Raiders, that unbelievable comeback against the Canton Golden Bears. And I'm sure with that lead that they had going into the locker room at halftime, Coach Tim Hayes said, look, you know, keep that in mind when you come out for the second half. I'm sure told his group, if you can add to that lead, do it. Hubert at quarterback. Handoff goes to McDonald. Bryant trying to find some room. In on the tackle. Murtaugh for the Larrys. Tonight's game is brought to you by Coca-Cola, pure refreshment for the fans. By C&M Ford of Massena. By Kentucky Fried Chicken in Massena. By the Bears Den, Trading Post and Truck Stop. By Massena Chrysler. By Matrix Computers in Massena, and by the Oak Tree Cafe. Our score, 34-6, 5:05 remaining to play in the 3rd quarter. And Hubert is sacked by the Larrys. Rob Stahl in on the party for the Larrys. As the clock continues to wind down here in the 3rd quarter. Fourth down and about 12 for the Red Raiders. And the Red Raiders will kick it away. Wind begins to pick up here. Red Raiders go for the long snap count, hoping to draw the Larrys offside, but here's LaPrade again. Jeff LaPrade, and he is met heavily by Brian McDonald, number 35. That finally brings him down, but LaPrade making some nice moves there, almost off to the races again. So the ball will be spotted at the Red Raider 32-yard line. And that's where the Larrys will take over 1st and 10. Going to look at the coaching staff along the sidelines of the St. Lawrence Central Larrys. Fight the handoff. Joe Cootware. And Cootware. Gain of maybe a couple on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Larrys. Ball spotted at the Red Raider 30-yard line. 3:42 remaining to play in the 3rd quarter. We're live here at Mike Nicholas Field. If you're just joining us, 34-6, Larry's on top. Last couple of weeks, the Larrys have been on a mission in the NAC. Gilbert, and that one is snuffed out in a hurry by the Red Raider defense. In on the tackle for the Red Raiders, number 77, Brad Griffith. Gilbert maybe gain of 1 on the play. 3rd down and 7 for the Larrys. Handoff, Kutwer. Kutwer finding some room, finally hauled out of bounds by Ryan Dubray of the Red Raiders. At right around the 21-yard line of the Massena Red Raiders with 2:45 remaining to play in the 3rd quarter. Ryan Dubray. And he has been a big part of this Massena defense this season. 5'8", 145 pounds. LaPrade trying to turn it upfield. And LaPrade finally sent out of bounds by Matt Hubert. And that'll move the chains as LaPrade picks up the 1st down. So the Larrys continue the drive deep in Red Raider territory. 2:33 remaining to play in the 3rd quarter. Larry's threatening to score again here. Handoff, Jeff LaPrade. Maybe a yard or 2 on the play. And apparently a couple of quick scores by the OFA Blue Devils, and the score now, Blue Devils 14 and the Sandstoners 12 on the out-of-town scoreboard. So the Blue Devils come roaring back as they're getting ready to enter the early part of the 4th quarter in Ogdensburg. So LaPrade picks up maybe 1 or 2 on the play. Jeff's number being called here quite a bit. 34-6 our score here, with 1:25 remaining to play in the 3rd quarter. Larry's from the Red Raider 12-yard line, up the middle, in for the touchdown, Toby Gilbert. Gilbert almost unscathed as a big hole opening up. And down the middle goes Toby Gilbert and into the end zone for another Larry's touchdown. And the Larrys have moved the ball on the ground just perfect tonight. As we mentioned, coming into this game, the Larrys, I do not believe, have beat the Massena Red Raiders in about 10 or 11 years at least. And we have a big smile on the face of St. Lawrence Central alumnus Chris Tabor, who is one of our cameramen. Larrys will go for 2 up the middle, and it's good. Gilbert into the end zone for 2 more, and now the Larrys lead at 42-6. And I believe they're already tap dancing in the streets of Brazier right now. And we'll get a chance to look at it again. Handoff, Gilbert. And Gilbert almost unscathed up the middle. So the Larrys will kick it off with 1:06 left to play here in the 3rd. And the Red Raider fans, as you can see, are not happy with this one, to say the least. And the wind really beginning to pick up here at Mike Nicholas Field, which is making it quite nippy. We said the start of this game, it was around 60 degrees. It has dropped, the temperature has dropped considerably, and whistles everywhere. LePage picked it up. Starting to make his run, and with the whistle blowing, I don't see any flags anywhere. Wait and see. Now they'll kick it from the very 35-yard line. And the Larrys apparently offsides. Must be the flag was behind this big crowd from St. Lawrence Central right up next to the fence. And the kick is away. And LePage will get it. LePage trying to find some room. And LePage gives the Red Raiders pretty good field position out there to start this drive with 59 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Well, excuse me, Nat Smythe, number... Well, Nat Smythe, number 88, LePage, number 43. Which is okay. Matt Hubert at quarterback for the Red Raiders, and DiAgostino with some nice moves. And Anthony finally brought down. And DiAgostino picks up about 5 on the play. It'll be second down and 5 for the Red Raiders. 42-6 our score. Larry's on top. We hope you're enjoying our live telecast from Mike Nicholas Field. If you're a Larry's fan, you're probably enjoying it. If you're a Red Raiders fan, you probably don't like it at all. Red Raiders on a drive here, though. DiAgostino on a carry. Anthony with some nice moves. Looks like he has the first down for the Massena Red Raiders. And the ball will be spotted close to the Larry's 45-yard line. And there you get a look at Anthony DiAgostino. And Anthony, currently 9th in the NAC in rushing. 56 attempts for 375 yards, averaging 6.7 yards per carry. And that will do it for the third quarter. And our score at the end of 3, Larry's 42, Red Raiders 6. Back with more right after this.
Madison's Furniture invites you in for great savings for the living room. Save big with England Corsair living room sets starting at $7.99. Lane double reclining sofa at just $8.99. And the matching recliner for $4.49. How about a budget 3-piece living room set for $4.99? Madison's has a 4-piece Riverside living room set just $18.99. Or 2-piece sectional starting at just $7.99. To receive great savings, stop into Madison's Furniture, located at 501 State Street, Ogdensburg. Did you know that the Oak Tree Cafe in the St. Lawrence Center can cater your party, small or large, weddings, banquets, birthdays, or company parties? Any occasion, they do it all. Select from a variety of menus to fit your taste and pocketbook. Plan your affair and call Pierre at the Oak Tree Cafe in the St. Lawrence Center, 769-0473.
We are live at Mike Nicholas Field, 42-6 our score. The Larrys of St. Lawrence Central on top over the Massena Red Raiders. And they are almost almost midway through the fourth quarter in Ogdensburg, and the score still 14-12. Blue Devils up on top as they have come storming back as the Sandstoners had the lead 12-0 at one point. And that is a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. That is the only other game going on in the NAC this evening. But it is a big one, an important one to Potsdam. Back to pass is Hubert, and he is sacked. In on the sack for the Larrys, number 63, Dave Phillips. And it appeared that Hubert might have got rid of the ball, but he didn't get rid of it in time, apparently. And there he is, Dave Phillips of the St. Lawrence Central Larrys, as he gets himself a sack. Second down and a ton for the Red Raiders. Handoff, McDonald, Bryant trying to find some room somewhere. And McDonald gets back quite a bit of the yardage that was lost on the sack. So McDonald gained of about, we'll say 7 or 8 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 10, but McDonald getting back a lot of the yardage that was lost on the sack. Ball is spotted at the Larry's 46-yard line, 3rd and 10. D'Agostino comes in motion. Huber wants to put the ball up in the air, and he does. He heads downfield, and that one is batted away. A good defensive play there by number 85 for the Larrys, Jason Brissett. Brissett, of course, doing the honors of the kicking for the Larrys on special teams. And also a linebacker for the Larrys as well. And a good one. So the Red Raiders, 4th down. And in the shotgun. Change at quarterback, putting it up in the air. Number 41 for the Massena Red Raiders. Little chicanery here. Garrett Basayo coming in to put the ball up in the air. Gets it downfield. Nobody there to get it, but Jeff LaPrade, and Pratt unable to hang on to it. So the Larrys will take over on downs, 1st and 10, with 10:13 remaining to play in the fourth quarter. And they are late in the fourth quarter, and it appears that Potsdam has scored. And the Sandstoners lead it 18-14 now. And that is just with a few minutes remaining to play in the fourth there. Our score here, Larry's 42, Red Raiders 6. So, breaking the action, back after this. Down Route 37 in Hogansburg is your one-stop headquarters for gas, diesel, propane, and Cam 2 racing fuel. The Bears Den's newly remodeled restaurant is open 6 a.m. to midnight, 7 days a week with daily specials. The gift shop with Native American products and great treasures has perfect gift ideas for all the special people in your life. The Bears Den has all your favorites from the past and present in their large video rental store. Whether it's gas, great food, unique gifts, or an exciting movie, the Bears Den has it all.
The Bears Den, Route 37, Hogansburg.
We are live here at Mike Nicholas Field. Our score is the Larrys 42 and the Red Raiders 6 with 9:51 remaining to play in the ball game. I'm Jamie Davis on a rather brisk evening here at Mike Nicholas Field. Second down and 9 for the Larrys. The handoff. Joe Kootware. And good defensive play by the Red Raiders. Then on the tackle, Corey Flynn for the Massena Red Raiders. Loss of about a yard or two on the play. It'll be third down. I don't mind telling you that the temperature continues to drop here at Mike Nicholas Field. There's our score, 42-6. Larry's on top. Pike, the handoff, and oh my! Everybody waiting for Joe Kootware that time on the Red Raiders. So good pursuit by the Red Raiders there. In on the tackle, number 30, Shane Cameron for the Red Raiders, and some youngsters along the sidelines. St. Lawrence Central Larry's fans. Oh my. To be young again, huh? Larry's will kick it away. High punt. Doherty tries to chase it down. It goes out of bounds just shy of the 30-yard line, and they'll spot it at around the Red Raider 33, I believe it is. And that is where the Red Raiders will take over first and 10. Clock down to 8:08. Remaining to play in the ball game. Last score we received was 18-14. Sandstoners on top over the Blue Devils late in the fourth quarter. On the out-of-town scoreboard. Handoff, DiAgostino now. Anthony on the far side finds some room. And Anthony DiAgostino with a nice run. And it looks as if DiAgostino may have the first down for the Red Raiders. And he does. So a nice carry by Anthony DiAgostino. And the ball is spotted at the Red Raider 46-yard line. And it'll be first and 10 there with 7:50 left to play in the ball game. Gilbert, handoff, comes to McDonald. Bryant trying to find a hole, and may have one. McDonald with a big gain finally is caught up with. And Brian McDonald just shy of the Larry 30-yard line with a nice carry and another Red Raider first down. So Red Raiders seem to have put a drive to work here for them. And the ball is spotted at the Larry 29-yard line. First and 10 for the Red Raiders. Gilbert trying to find some room to pass. Big pursuit here. Charles Cameron gets the sack for the Larrys. And Larry's defense has been tough. I believe that is the fourth sack on the evening for the St. Lawrence Central Larrys. And it will be second down, and from here to Malone for a first down. A huge sack by the Larrys. McDonald comes in motion. Hubert is back to pass. Big rush coming. Pass over the middle to D'Agostino, and he is met immediately by Toby Gilbert, number 40 of the Larrys. So it will be third down and about 28 for another first down. 5:43 remaining to play in the fourth quarter. Gilbert from the shotgun. Back to pass, puts it up in the air, and that one's batted away. Pass intended for Brian McDonald, and that one's batted away by Andrew Laughlin. And there you get a look at the Larrys' Andrew Laughlin coming up big. This past week, Chris Tabor had a chance to go down and take a look at the Larrys, and he said to keep an eye on this Laughlin. I think he was right. I sent him out on assignment more often here. Anyways, the score, Larry's 42 and Red Raiders 6. And Hubert puts the ball up. And pass incomplete. And Coach Tony D'Agostino on the sidelines. Get a look at the Red Raider sidelines and the cheerleaders doing their darndest to try to get the crowd going, but as you can see, they are not real happy at this point, and there is a Larry's player, or a Larry's fan, waving his banner. Breaking the action, 42-6 Larry's. Back after this.
Think about it.
Mike Nicholas Field in Massena, New York. 5:12 remaining to play in the fourth quarter. 42-6 Larry's. And some action along the sidelines. But back on the field, Larry's 1st and 10. At the Red Raider 40-yard line. Mike at quarterback for the Larrys. Flags fly again. And we'll wait and see. This may be a motion penalty on the Larrys. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Larry's pretty well content to run this clock now for all it's worth. And the penalty is going against the Massena Red Raiders, and it is a huge one. And the Larrys get a bit of a reprieve there. And apparently a personal foul of some kind. And on the carry for the Larrys in the ball game, number 18, and that's Todd DeShane in the ball game. Well, the OFA Blue Devils have come out on top in that ball game against the Sandstoners. And the Larrys stand to gain quite a bit here with the loss by the Sandstoners and defeating the Massena Red Raiders, although there's 4:33 left to play in the game. And a whistle on the play. Flags go flying again, and we'll see what this one's about. Apparently on that last personal foul, a little trash talk going on, but this one is going to be a motion penalty. So it will be second down at about 15 for the Larrys. 4:25 left to play in the ball game. Handoff up the middle. As we said, the Larrys pretty well content to run the clock at this stage of the game. And on the carry for the Larrys, it looks like Ray Gardner. Hi there, Gary. Gary Edwards on camera. Up high atop here in Massena, and there is the one and only Chris Tabor. See him. He's the one right there. And Deshane on the carry.
Tackled by number 84, John Boren.
4th down for the Larrys coming up here. 3:29 left to play now. The clock continues to run. Larry sent a man in motion, the handoff up the middle. Deshane on the carry again, and Deshane able to maybe get 3 or 4 out of the carry. And it will be 4th down. So the Larrys will bring their defense back in as the Red Raiders take over on downs. Good discussion on the sideline. And these St. Lawrence Central Larry fans, they are not sitting in the stands at all. They are right up next to the fence, and I think they are ready to mob this Larry's football team at the end of this game. This will, with 3:09 left to play, hopefully the Larrys can hang on to this one and take it home. This will be a huge win in the end to a long drought for the Larrys.